Today is the day that I finally get to decorate my house for Christmas. You guys know how much I love this time of year, and if you've been following along this season, then you know that I just finished up 7 Christmas bedrooms in 7 days. I decked out all of my siblings' bedrooms for the holiday season, and we had so many fun themes this year. We had classic red and white, we had black and white, we had silver and white, we had all the things. But today I'm excited to share my theme with you this year. I think it's a really fun one. I'm gonna show you all the ways that you can make your home luxe this holiday season. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Here is what our home looks like after taking all of our fall decor down. I'd like to keep all my furniture, rugs, and curtains really neutral so that I can switch things up throughout the year as the seasons change. This year I'm going for a really elegant and luxurious look in our home, so I'm excited to see these spaces transform. I purchased a new tree this year because I wanted something fuller to hold some of the new tree trimmings that I found. I purchased this tree from At Home, and it's a 9-foot slim that's lightly flocked, and it has 2100 micro lights. If you guys caught my How to Decorate Your Tree Like a Pro video, then you know how important lighting is on a tree. I feel like the way this tree glows will really add to the elegance of my decor this season. And I love the berries on this tree, but I decided they weren't going to work with my theme this year, so I went ahead and removed them. They were really nice quality, and they came off super easy since they were just tied on, and if they didn't pull off the tree, then I went ahead and just cut them off. And I actually really love the way that this tree looks without the berries because now I have a blank slate to work with. I also decided to go ahead and add an extra strand of lights to the more center part of the tree so that it glowed from the inside out. I think that this is also a great way to update the look of your tree without having to buy a whole new one. Typically trees with more lights are more expensive, so this is a great way to update the look of your tree on a budget. And as you can see here, the extra lights really just make a difference. Next up is my favorite part, which is ribbon. I'm using 3 different ribbons, and you can really use as many as you'd like. Since I'm going for an elegant look, I wanted to use ribbons that had some sparkle and glimmer to them. I'm making a quick bow so that my ribbon has a starting point on my tree. You can also just tie the ribbon onto the tree with a pipe cleaner or floral wire. And I'm making a bow with 3 loops, but a bow with 2 loops is just as cute. I'm going to be cascading my ribbon down the front and sides of the tree. There really isn't a right or wrong way where to start and stop the ribbon. I just try to make the tree look balanced in color, and I'm using the branches of the tree to attach the ribbon. I'm just folding them back around the ribbon to keep it nice and snug in place. This ribbon with the glittery Christmas trees is definitely a new favorite of mine. You don't have to worry about your ribbon looking perfect because it will sort of blend together once you get your ornaments on it. I also made sure that I took my ribbon down the sides of my tree as well because you can almost see all the way around my tree depending on if you're in my kitchen or in the dining room. Now, usually at this point, I would be adding my biggest ornaments next, but I'm going to switch things up and add my picks first because the ones I bought are so big. I found these really beautiful diamond faceted picks at Kirkland's, and I got these leaf looking ones from a place called Found. I love how glittery they were, and I think they really made a statement on my tree this season. I usually have to poke around a few times to find a spot where the tree can support the picks, but I love picks because they add a whimsical look to the tree and really help to add some interest to the overall look as well. When I think of elegant, I think of diamonds, jewels, and anything that sparkles, so that's really what I focused on when choosing ornaments this year. I'm starting with my biggest ornaments first so that I can fill any gaps in the tree. These diamond wreaths and snowflakes are really what inspired me to decorate in an elegant way this season. Look at my cute assistant!
What? I'm an executive assistant.
Oh, executive assistant. I love it.
No, I have my own assistant.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
So funny. So what he's helping me with is actually wiring all of these. So we took off all of the ribbon that came on any of the ornaments, and then we're also taking off any of the little like metal hooks that normally come on. And these actually work. They work okay, but I have found that with the actual wire itself, you can get it really nice and tight to the tree. So he's removing those as well. I also ordered these, which I thought were so beautiful. I ordered these on Amazon. Anything that I can link for you guys, I will do so make sure you check the description. But these were so pretty, and so I'm actually adding some ribbon to these so that way they hang really nicely and look really pretty. So Mark goes, okay, I just wanna make sure I understand that we're removing ribbon from some ornaments and we're adding ribbon to other ornaments. That's what we have going on. I also have these clear ones that I ordered, and these, I love the shape of these. I thought they were so pretty, but I'm also adding some ribbon to them so that way they just kind of look nice on the tree. So that's the plan. We have a lot of work to do, huh?
Nah.
I only have a few hundred ornaments, right?
Only like
just kidding. I don't have that many. Thank you.
Well, then she'll tell me, oh, we got to remove the wire and then we got to add ribbon.
That's right. I'm using floral wire to attach my ornaments as close as possible to the tree branches. I love the way this looks, so you can't necessarily see the top of the ornament. I also think it's really important to choose ornaments that are all different shapes and sizes because it will add some drama and interest to your tree. I found an assortment of different jewel-looking ornaments on Amazon. I think some of them are used to adorn a chandelier, but I'm going to hang them off the picks on the tree. I feel like it helps them to stand out a bit instead of getting lost on the tree. I love the way these look artistically styled, and they really help to pull all the elements of my tree together. One of my favorite spots to decorate is my mantle, and this year I purchased a 9-foot queen flat garland from King of Christmas, and I am so pleased with how full and luxe this looks. My mantle's 9 feet long, which means I usually have to buy 2 6-foot garlands to style it, but instead I only had to buy 1 here. I'm attaching the garland using some command hooks. I actually decided to screw the hooks to my mantle this year because I have more items I'm going to be adding to this, which will make it really heavy. After I got the garland all fluffed, I decided to add the same ribbon that I put on the tree, and I'm also just using the branches to secure it to the garland. Okay, here is what I am most excited about. I picked up this gorgeous diamond faceted garland from Marshall's, and I literally couldn't believe it when I found it because I knew it would match my theme perfectly. I attached it to the other garland and wove it in between the ribbons so that it all meshed together. I just used some floral wire to join the two, and of course had to bring in my adorable executive assistant to help me get everything into place. I'm also going to add these crystal champagne beads to drape below the garland. I found these on Amazon, and I think I was more excited about the cute packaging than I was the actual beads itself. I mean, how cute and luxe is that? These were about $20 for 12 feet, which I thought was a great price. I'm just attaching them to the command hooks and making sure they drape evenly. I found these diamond looking picks at Hobby Lobby and thought they would be the perfect addition to my mantle. I'm just sticking them in any empty spots, and I'm spreading out the branches so that it looks like the diamonds are dripping off the garland. I'm also going to tie on some more of the jewels that I put on my tree so that they match. And last but not least, I'm going to add some battery operated lights to the garland to make everything glow. I love these battery operated lights because you can hide the battery pack behind the garland so you don't see any cords. And of course, this is great if you don't have an outlet too. I really love the way that this helped to tie the mantle and the warmth of the tree together. I still have our tree from last year, and because it's so skinny, I thought it would be perfect for this little spot next to my buffet. I don't plan to add any decor to it because this tree is in the same room as my other tree, and I don't want to distract away from it. I think this looks so cute in this little corner and help the room to feel really balanced. It is the next day, and I am loving the way that everything is coming together so far. This was a lot of work. I was up until like 2 o'clock in the morning working on this. It's a couple minutes to you guys, but hours and hours of work. Don't think it just comes together super quick because it doesn't. Today I have the dining room to decorate and my little buffet area, my entryway, and some open shelving in my kitchen that I love to style for each season. So I still have a lot of work to do, and I cannot wait to see how everything is gonna come together. We're going to start with my table, and I wanted to keep this space really simple. I'm adding a neutral runner that I picked up from Home Goods, and I'm adding a clear vase with these really beautiful pine cone picks that I found at Hobby Lobby last year. If you have tall ceilings in your home, this is a really easy way to add height to your table without spending a lot of money. Next up, I found these glass Christmas trees, which have been so trendy this season. These are also from Home Goods, and I thought they were a great price for their size, and I love that they light up and they have some glitter on them. Next up is my buffet table. I'm starting with another neutral runner, except this one has the cutest little embroidered Christmas trees on it. It reminded me of something you would see at Pottery Barn, but instead it's also from Home Goods. I picked up this little flock tree from Target for only $25, and whenever I'm styling in a corner, I like to layer my decor pieces by adding varying heights. So I'm using this little wood trivet to add some height to these cute little white houses that I got from Hobby Lobby last year. I also found these adorable tiny white ceramic trees at Old Brick House, and I knew they would complement my little houses so nicely. In the other corner, I'm adding this white Christmas tree that I also got from Hobby Lobby and this gold metal reindeer that I got from Home Goods last year. Again, just using different heights and items to get a layered look. I also love styling in groups of 3 when possible because it really helps to make a space look professionally styled. In addition to the diamond garland that I found, I also found a matching diamond faceted wreath, and I thought it would really help to tie the whole room together by adding a luxe look to my buffet area. Next up is my entry table, and a great way to dress up a mirror around the holidays is to add some garland. So I found this garland at Target, and I'm going to hang it around my mirror using some command hooks. This is great because it won't cause any damage to my walls or put any stress on the mirror itself. I hung it in place and then just clipped off any excess garland that I didn't need. I also wanted the end to look a little bit more finished, so I took some floral wire and a twig from the garland and tied it all together. I really love for styled spaces to look cohesive around my home, so I'm adding another one of those white Christmas trees from Hobby Lobby and this cute little flock tree from the Target dollar spot. Anything that is marble always feels very luxe, so I'm adding this cute little tray and a small candle. I'm also going to add another version of a small glass Christmas tree so that this space is very layered. I'm adding this really simple sign to add some height to the center, and lastly, I'm using this cute star that also lights up. We are moving to the kitchen, and I love styling my open shelving each season. I'm using another one of these little flock trees from Target, and I love these little cement houses from Hobby Lobby. I always try to buy items in different sizes if they're available because it makes it easy to style a corner like this. On the other side, I'm adding another flock tree and these little wood angels that remind me of the decor my Grammy had in her home while I was growing up. We use our shelves as easy access to some of our dishes, so I try to incorporate them into the decor so that they don't stand out too much. And I always try to use decor items that are of interest to the eye, such as this vintage scale. I'm adding a little sign that makes me smile and finishing off the space with a little greenery. If you're using flock trees in your home this year, swapping out the greenery around your home to a softer green is a great way to tie the spaces together. Last but not least, I'm switching out the decor above my fireplace for this custom Christmas sign that I found at Old Brick House this season. It feels so good to have our home decorated, and I am just loving the luxe vibes that we have going on over here. It's so different from my normal style, and I think that's what I love about it. I feel like it's so beautiful and elegant in here, and this was so much fun. I hope you guys were able to get some inspiration from today's video to decorate your home if you haven't already done so, or to add a little bit of luxe to your decor this season. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!